Dengue fever symptoms, causes, prevention, and treatment. In this video, we will talk about the management of dengue fever. So let's get started and do subscribe and like, share my channel for more such videos. Management of dengue fever. Frequently asked questions about the dengue. How will one know that it's dengue? What are the specific symptoms and signs of dengue fever? What are DHF and DSS? What are the danger signs of dengue fever? One should do when suspected DF or blood test and treatment of DF. So, manifestation of dengue virus infection. Asymptomatic and symptomatic. Where the symptoms are visible, it's symptomatic, and where the symptoms are unknown, and that is asymptomatic. So symptomatic is again is of three types, that is undifferentiated fevers, dengue fever, and dengue hemorrhagic fever, that is DHF. Dengue fever is one without hemorrhage and one is with unusual hemorrhage. Dengue hemorrhagic fever is again of two types, that is with shock and without shock. Warning signs of dengue. Four criteria for a dengue hemorrhagic fever is that it has fever, hemorrhagic manifestations, excess capillary permeability. Alarming signals are severe abdominal pain, prolonged vomiting, abrupt change from fever to hypothermia, change in level of consciousness, that is irritability or somnolence. Initial warning signals are disappearance of fever and drop in platelets and increase in hematocrit value. When patient develop DSS is 3 to 6 days after onset of all these symptoms. So what are basically the symptoms of dengue is continuous fever for 3 to 7 days, severe headache, joint pain, muscle pain, pain behind eyeballs, nausea, vomiting and rashes. In every rare cases, the condition may worsen into dengue hemorrhagic fever leading to the internal bleeding, shock or even death. Hemorrhagic manifestation of dengue, skin hemorrhages like purpura, ecchymosis, gingival bleeding, nasal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, hematemesis, melena, hematochezia, hematuria, increased menstrual flow. Bleeding in dengue fever is coagulopathy, decreased prothrombin complex due to alteration of liver functions, low platelets, that is destruction by antibody, destruction by liver and spleen, platelet dysfunction, bone marrow suppression, DIC, endothelial platelet aggression. Danger signs in dengue hemorrhagic fever: abdominal pain, which could be intense and sustained, persistent vomiting, abrupt change from fever to hypothermia with sweating and prostration, restlessness or some somnolence. Talking about the pathophysiology of the dengue, capillary leak syndrome and leukopenia. Transient increased capillary permeability due to endothelial cell dysfunction, widening of the tight junctions, and cytokine release in complement activation. All these leads to the capillary leak syndrome. And this leads to leukopenia, that is thrombocytopenia, hemorrhagic diathesis, direct viral bone marrow suppression, platelet destruction in DHF, and molecular mimicry between the viral protein and the coagulation factors. Severe dengue fever, it includes the symptoms of encephalopathy, hepatic damage, cardiomyopathy, and severe gastrointestinal hemorrhage. Clinical evaluation in dengue fever is the blood pressure, evidence of bleeding in the skin or other sites, hydration status, evidence of increased vascular permeability or that is pleural effusions or ascites, and tourniquet test. Laboratory test: CBC, WBC, platelet, hematocrit value, albumin, liver function test, urine for hematuria. Dengue specific test is virus isolation, serology. Serology में antigen NSI and antibody IgM and IgG is to be measured. Some of the preventive measures, that is anti-larval measures, environmental control, don't allow water to remain stagnant in and around your house. Fill the ditches, clean the blocked drains, empty the room air coolers and flower vases completely at least 1 in 7 days, and then refill them. Other could be dispose of old containers, tins, and tires, etc. properly. Keep the water tanks and water containers tightly covered so that the mosquitoes cannot enter them and start breeding. So, protection against mosquito bites, wear clothes which cover the body as much as possible. Use wire mesh and windows at the door. On windows and doors, use mosquito repellent creams, coils, and liquids. So that's all about the management and prevention of dengue fever. Some of the signs and symptoms were already discussed. So thank you for watching.